What the hell is Sauce Sports or whatever that last call was talking about? What the hell is that?
Guys are from Free Love, man.
North side, south side, east side, west side. Perfect. It's the sauce, ho. You know what the fuck it is. From the east to the west, gotta represent. From the north to the south, gotta represent. They try to steal the sauce, but they ain't got the fresh ingredients. I know the round table, the real round table. Anything else, bitch, that's just an imitation. Shout out Wide, shout out Wink. What up, Tenny? What up, Ray Ray? What up, Spitz? 10 toes down since the beginning. If I miss you, I ain't dish you. Call the sauce line if you got an issue. From the Rockies, the Stros, Texans, the Dynamo, Houston's #1 sports show, brought to you by Honcho. Perfect. North side, south side, east side, west side. It's the sauce, ho. You know what the fuck it is. From the east to the west, gotta represent. From the north to the south, gotta represent. They try to steal the sauce, but they ain't got the fresh ingredients. I know the round table, the real round table. Anything else, bitch, that's just an imitation. Shout out Wide, shout out Wink. What up, Tenny? What up, Ray Ray? What up, Spitz? 10 toes down since the beginning.
What's the motherfucking deal? Welcome to Sauce Center. It's the Texans versus the Raiders pregame show. Somebody's getting their ass kicked today, and it's not going to be the Texans. Anyway, give me a second. Let me give me a little bit of water real quick, and we're going to get live. It's not going to be a long stream. Let's be honest. It's the Texans versus the Raiders. What is there really to talk about? A few points we're going to get on. A few things today, though, that can happen that are going to be some trendy things to look out for that can happen, that are likely to happen. Okay. So, I already knew it. Let me see right now. Let me see. Let's see. Like I said, give me just a little bit. It's going to be like 30, 40 seconds, just some water, and then we're going to jump live in this bitch and put the song back on for y'all. Hopefully, not actually remember to play it. And let's get it.
North side, south side, east side, west side. Perfect. It's the sauce, ho. You know what the fuck it is. From the east to the west, gotta represent. From the north to the south, gotta represent. They try to steal the sauce, but they ain't got the fresh ingredients. I know the round table, the real round table. Anything else, bitch, that's just an imitation. Shout out Wide, shout out Wink. What up, Tenny? What up, Ray Ray? What up, Spitz? 10 toes down since the beginning. If I miss you, I ain't dish you. Call the sauce line if you got an issue. From the Rockies, the Stros, Texans, the Dynamo, Houston's #1 sports show, brought to you by Honcho. Perfect. North side, south side, east side, west side. It's the sauce, ho. You know what the fuck it is. From the east to the west, gotta represent. From the north to the south, gotta represent. They try to steal the sauce, but they ain't got the fresh ingredients. I know the round table, the real round table. Anything else, bitch, that's just an imitation. Shout out Wide, shout out Wink. What up, Tenny? What up, Ray Ray? What up, Spitz? 10 toes down since the beginning. If I miss you, I ain't dish you. Call the sauce line if you got an issue. From the Rockies, the Stros.
What's the motherfucking deal, man? Welcome to Sauce Sports. I am your host, Ed Honcho. I'll be forgetting. I'm eventually ever get everything right. And when I get the dream fulfilled, there'll be some dope shit going on. But I'll be looking at this camera, and I need to be focused on this camera. So let's do this. All right. So what's the motherfucking deal, man? Welcome to Sauce Sports. Sauce Sports, if you're not familiar, is a Houston, Texas homer network. Means we're talking all sports, but mostly mostly Houston. See you guys. Let me see what we got going on here. Is the sauce bot connected? Cool. All right, bet. I'm still having some issues trying to get everything together. Sauce Center. Hey, if you're a mod, one of the mods, get the roll call started. Exclamation point, roll call, space, start. Let's get the roll call, let y'all check in so we can talk some shit about these Texans, man. It's going to be quick, man. I mean, like, it's the Raiders. We're almost in a similar situation to what we were dealing with last week. Playing another kind of questionable so-so offense on another team that's not really that good. But we did something last week that we can't do this week, and we have a chance. We got to talk about CJ. CJ has the chance to do something very important for his legacy, right? And many people may or may not know. And you're like, oh, Huncho, you're always with these, you give us these little segues and you lead us in with shit, and then you fucking get all ADD and you forget to come back and tell us shit. Tell us what the fuck you're talking about. CJ has a chance to do something, right? CJ has a chance to do something, and that's break Davis Mills' win streak record. Hear me out. I was looking, and correct me if I'm wrong, I might have looked over it too quickly, but I don't believe CJ has 4 straight wins in his career as a Texan, right? And I'm joking about the Davis Mills thing, but he has a chance to get 4 in a row, right? Because I was just looking, trying to follow up on that. Let me do it without the little whatchamacallit thing. Do it with the drop the whatchamacallit. It's just put a space between roll call and start. And see it, roll call like one word and then start a space is another word. So I'm saying, so it's like, but let's see what we got in here before I dive into, y'all know, hey man, because you know, it ain't no sauce without the freshest ingredients, and I appreciate y'all for being here because you could be anywhere, right? And the fact that y'all come into the sauce and y'all come in and chop it up with Sauce Nation is always greatly appreciated. I need something else. Let me see something. Yeah, let's go with this one. Let's switch it. Yeah, I thought y'all was on drugs for a second. I thought y'all was tripping. Like, what the? I'm gonna switch the cameras here real quick because I'm gonna switch to this one, wherever the other fucking camera is. Anyway, so like I said, he has a chance to get 4 straight, man, and I think that's huge. Again, I think he's getting back to CJ-esque form. And again, if you give me CJ Stroud, the CJ Stroud that I know that we have, the CJ Stroud that I know is more than capable, you're really not worried about anything, you know. And again, I like these games from Arizona. I like this game from the Raiders because it's one of those are the games that allow you to kind of get back in the groove. Now, let's not sleep on medium Max out there. I refuse to call Max Crosby, as cool as he is, as much as y'all like to welcome him to the cookout and all that. I refuse to call Max Crosby Mad Max. Like, it's disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? It's disrespectful. So, let me shout everybody out real quick. Robbie, what's the motherfucking deal? Wink, what's the motherfucking deal? Mitch, what's the motherfucking deal? Let me see. Gilmore. Let me see. 15 wheels, what's the motherfucking deal? I gotta make sure I talk on this side of the mic. It's weird, this motherfucking mic is. The mic is loud, but the music's not. Goddamn, Ray. Ray, what's the motherfucking deal? El Lobo, what's the motherfucking deal? Always good to see you, El Lobo. Let me see. Jamari. Let me see. Charles, what's the motherfucking deal? D, what's the motherfucking deal? Hey, that's the real news. Like I say, man, I've been kind of under the weather, so I know I'm looking crazy. Might be medicated. That's the real news. Like, I will give a damn about the WNBA again if they bring the Comets back. When they bring the Comets back, I will give a damn about the WNBA again. Let's see. Said Chief tanking at this point. Let me see. J Rabbit, what's the motherfucking deal? Milkman, what's the motherfucking deal? What's going on? Mendoza, what's the motherfucking deal? Hey, promise, man, let's get back into it. If I miss you, I promise I ain't. Did you say favorite Christmas song and food dish? So I might have mentioned in the den. I don't think I mentioned here. I grew up Jehovah's Witness, so I don't celebrate Christmas, right? It's not that I don't believe in Jesus or anything like that. We just don't celebrate Christmas. There's some reasons for that, and I'm actually kind of thankful for that because I think that I don't want to get into a den conversation, but food, that's interesting, right? That's not to say that hey, if you guys want to send a present, I ain't gonna take them. Take the motherfucking present. That's a good one. Let me think about it. Remind me before the end of the stream. That's a good one, right? Because you gotta understand, like Texan boy, what's the motherfucking deal? 335. Peace. What you gotta understand is I grew up. I kicked, like I say, my best friend before he passed, R.I.P. Chris, was Hispanic, and so I spent a lot of time in the Hispanic households, enjoying many fine Hispanic delicacies, right? But he was one of the, what y'all call it, the no sabe. He couldn't speak the Spanish. So, yeah, you know what it is. Let's see. I'm trying to find another fucking camera so I cut this shit off. That's why I say I ain't got, like, man, y'all don't know. It's so much more shit I still got tweaking with the shit. But anyway, let's get into the game, man. This is a game, and we can get into the technicals, and we can get into all. This is a game that should be a dominant victory from the Houston Texans, right? And I know it's going to be Geno Smith, and it's not just the overlook. It's Geno Smith. It's like it's Geno Smith, and it's Geno Smith. You know what I'm saying? Like this nigga didn't one of his own teammates punch this? Like who punches their own quarterback? Like. You cannot I've been on various teams, you know, and then you probably been on, and the quarterback tends to be like a dickhead. You know what I'm saying? Like, just to be a dickhead, like, but you know, it's like it's off limits to kind of like to touch him. That's why they get the special jerseys in practice. You know what I'm saying? Like, because again, I saw that he was gonna be active, and I'm assuming that he's playing because you could play Kenny Pickett, but his play style is in his fucking name. So, you know, you can do what you want to do with that. Here it is. Fuck it. Found it. Because I didn't have a special name for it. I should just say video capture device. I was like, couldn't figure it. I'm like, no, I had another camera on there. Right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be a special kind of, and for nobody to really trip on it. You know what I'm saying? Like like for somebody on your team, like, do you see how niggas act like when a quarterback runs out of bounds and you barely bump the motherfucker and they start going crazy? Oh, they want to fight for it. You let a motherfucker break your jaw. You know, now I said you let a motherfucker can encroach you in your space and you just got Jake Paul'd, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? You got to really think about that. Real quick, what did y'all think about that Jake Paul debacle, right? I'm not saying, like, I don't believe the fights are real, but I think he's a great entertainer. I think Jake Paul's going to do one or two things, and people really need to pay attention. I know y'all like, we're talking about the fucking Texans. We don't give a fuck about acting as Jake Paul. 0, if you enjoyed it for the entertainment. 1, if you enjoyed it for the entertainment factor. 0, if you did not, right? Pure entertainment, not world-class boxing. Not any of that. Entertainment. Was the entertainment factor there? Because I believe, mark my motherfucker, Jake Paul's going to become the white Don King, right? He's gonna sell this shit, but he's going to be one of those promoters who's kind of more out there that you're more familiar with. Anyway, this is just my theory because I saw some things going on in that fight. And then you see immediately, like, you know, what's the name, knew he wasn't going to. Immediately afterwards, he goes on to promote the next fight he's got coming up. Tells me something. I think Jake Paul's very smart by getting in good with a lot of these boxers. You know what I'm saying? So, anywho, but looking at this game, right? This is a game where I said CJ has a chance to put 4 straight. CJ hasn't put 4 straight together in his career. And, you know, I know there's still a lot of talk. Well, you know, Davis Mills, and you know, Money Mills Davis, that doesn't, it ain't gonna do nothing. But Davis getting paid $7 million. Davis got paid $7 million this year to win 3 games straight and chill. That's I think any one of us would take that, right? Like, I think any of us would would be more than happy, right, with that thing. Oh, my bad. I ain't do the fucking. I don't think it ever started. Let me see. Hold on. I don't think the roll goes. Let me see. Can the shit show up on the thing? Right. So, all right, we got about like 15 minutes. We're going to go about another 15 because I want to make sure, I think it starts at 3:25. Whatever, make sure everybody's ready for the game. So a couple of things there. We're going to get to mark my motherfucking words in early as soon as the mark my, excuse me. Did that shit go through? I don't know if my shit went through when I put it in there. Did it? Did it clip? It might not have. Shit. Oh, I guess I should push enter like a fucking dickhead. But so we'll do it as soon as the roll call finishes, like next 5 minutes. Then the one of my eyes can start to mark my motherfucking words after that. But that's if the motherfucking shit is. Wait, is it going through? It don't look like it's shaking. Hold on. It did, but it didn't. Hold on. All right, cool. Anyway, yeah, like I said, you're talking about the worst offense in the league. You're talking about Geno Smith. And again, it was a guy like every now and then, this nigga pull like a rabbit out of a hat, but he can pull the hat out of his ass. Like, that's how rare, like a real, like, how the fuck did this, what the fuck, it's one of those questions every now and then, right? Because remember when he was with, who was it, with Seattle? They had him looking good. So it's not like I'm not worried, right? If things go the way things should go, and but I do fear that this is more of a trap game than the Arizona game, simply because, you kind of get Arizona out the way. You look at the Raiders, like nobody's really been talking about the game. Nobody's really had that excitement about the game. You haven't really seen any kind of, I wasn't really going to talk about that last week, but you get kind of 2 weeks of that in a row. I think that can kind of lull you to sleep. I think they were a little lackadaisical last game. The defense didn't seem pleased with their performance. You gave up 3 touchdowns to Jacoby Brissett. You know what I'm saying? Like that's unacceptable. When you didn't let guys like Patrick Mahomes and you didn't let guys like Josh Allen score. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't let them guys put it in the end zone on you. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think they threw any touchdowns. I think they were held to 0 touchdowns or 1, something like that. You know my memory bad. Anyway, you don't let these guys put up those kind of numbers combined, and you let Jacoby Brissett come out and have a decent game. I mean, by all aspects, it was a decent game because he put up like 240, I think, 240, something like that, and then you put up 3. You let him look good, right? You shouldn't be playing down to the talent. Right? Like, you shouldn't be getting amped to play these star quarterbacks or these star receivers. And then you kind of get lackadaisical on guys like, Geno Smith, and guys like Jacoby Brissett. It's because they're black. It's because I'm black, y'all. And I'm black, y'all. And I'm blackity black, and I'm black, y'all. No, I'm just fucking joking. But anyway, y'all don't even know where that comes from. Somebody drop that in the chat. If you know where it comes from, I'll throw some sauce in your account after the stream. Just got to remind me so I don't forget. But it's a situation where you don't want to, because then those guys fuck around, you fall asleep, and they beat you. Because again, the question is, can the Texans play complementary football today, right? Will the offense show up? And that's the consistency we need to see, right? Because we've seen it. We've seen the defense do their, like, we're not worried about it. He's still 20, you allow anybody in the league to score 20, you should be beating that. You should be winning those games, right? I might see if it showed. Okay, it showed up in the corner. I hope you lose your game of blackjack, Trill. I hope you lose. So, matter of fact, let's put it in the middle so everybody can watch you fucking lose your little blackjack game there. Hold on, where we at? Anyway, let's all watch Trill lose. So the situation is, like I said, the Texans just gotta go out and play the football that they know how to play. This is a game again I feel like CJ needs to take and get more comfortable with the youngsters. You know what I'm saying? I think that this is like again a game where you can get Noel in the game. You get him more integrated because you see every time Noel touches the ball, it's explosive. Whether it's in special teams, whether it's on the offense, you're seeing. Look at that bust. That's why you lost fucking 10 sauce. Anyway, yeah, if you want to do the sauce lottery, you got to put I think it's like 1 through 30, right? But you do lottery and then you put 3 random numbers in. Like TD, what's the motherfucking deal? Trill, what's the motherfucking deal? D Love, what's the motherfucking deal? Anybody else I miss you if I ain't this shit, I promise. But like you gotta get those, you gotta find those connections with Higgins, you gotta find those connections with those young guys, get them more integrated. And I know that they say Woody's supposed to be out, that hurts, but I don't think it's a bad thing. Like I don't think it's the Raiders, right? So you're like, hey, I'm cool going into the Raiders game specifically. Shit, I ain't legend like that. We underground. It's an underground thing. I prefer underground. I'll be honest with you. If it's ever got too popular, I'd probably quit, like for good. I'd be like, man, I don't like all that attention. It's already weird because I'll be out seeing people, and I've had like people of all ages, and it's weird. Now, I've been out and motherfuckers be like, hey, have I seen you on TV or something? I'm like, no, I ain't been on TV unless it was unless they saw the whatchamacallit thing. But I was like, nah. And people like, it's weird. Like, I don't like this. Like, I don't trust that guy. I'm not paranoid, but I'm a cautious ass person, right? And so you like, just somebody random comes up to you and you feel like, because I'm a regular person. Like, I don't feel weird about it. Regular ass nigga. And it's just like, hey, like, who the fuck is you? Like, you might be somebody, might have been something from another situation. Somebody, little just noted, mad and hot. So I could be caught up, right? So that's a weird feeling to me. Anyway, Professor Trill has 132 sauce. I'll make sure your sauce account is empty. I think the Steel game should be back. The Steel game should be back. There's a bunch of shit that should be back that you should be able to do still. You can gamble. Do exclamation point wheel and then put in an amount. I think you can do it's like a roulette wheel or a Wheel of Fortune wheel or something. I don't know. It's a bunch of shit going on. Like I said, I just got to get everything back in action. You got to add somebody with the Steel. So again, like I said, this is a game where like I'm not excited, but this is a game that could be a huge fucking disappointment. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a game. I'm gonna eventually put something interesting on the wheel. See the wheel. I hate that shit. It's not calibrated right because I think on the screen it said 2.5 unless I saw it wrong, and on the thing it said whatchamacallit. That's why I say I got to test all this shit. That's why I got to test all this shit because like I think there's some things that are there's some things that ain't right. Like it's like reading names differently and it's doing a couple. That's why I say like I always like test the fucking the commands and all that. Fuck with all that shit during the stream so that way I know what I got to fix and know what I ain't got to fix. You know what I'm saying? So real quick. Oh yeah. Oh, shit, is it working? That's why I say everything ain't working right now. I got my mind all over the place. When I start seeing shit fuck up, then I start thinking about, damn, what do I need to fix? What I need to do? My mind is on something else. Let's see if that's working. I don't think it's working. See, for some reason, the bot, you know what? Okay, there it goes. All right, cool. Mark my motherfucking words. If you don't know what mark my motherfucking words means, we got about 5 minutes here to get it in real quick. Hey, put a hashtag, mark my motherfucking words so it gets, that's crazy. What the hell is happening now? He just said he had 132. And now I say the nigga ain't got no sauce. That's crazy. Yeah, it's doing something weird. I see what it is. It's because YouTube recently changed up to this at that had the at by the usernames. And I think when I set it up, I wasn't doing it. So now it's adding an extra I don't even know what the real name of that sign is, the little at sign. Damn. That's what it's doing. It's adding an extra one. So it's fucking it all up when you're doing those games. Okay, I got to fix that. So, terrible. Backstreet Marine, what's the motherfucking deal? Ray, that's a terrible thing to say. You know what? But go with it, because Ray said we were going to lose. Look, and don't get me wrong. Hold on. Okay? Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I refuse to blatantly disagree with the Ray Ray because I've learned my lesson last time again. And I know you're like, this is a different Texans, huh? So this ain't the same damn Texans. Stop reverting to that goddamn year we lost to Kansas City and they embarrassed it. We don't talk about it no more. I get it. I fucking get it, bro. I get it. But when you're right, you're right, right? When you're right, you're like, y'all don't understand the feeling. Like, because I listened to Ray in the Denver game, I don't feel the same way that y'all felt when we was up and then KC came back and embarrassed. I have no thoughts about that game. Why? Because if you were in the Discord, you know. Y'all were there, you saw it. Is it resetting? Why is it resetting? I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is causing it to. Oh, I know why it's resetting. I see what it's doing. Okay, I got to fix that. I see what's going on. It's when you use the whatchamacallit on the mods. If the mods do the exclamation, it resets it. Okay. So I got to fix that. So after it's done, I got to set it to where it doesn't trigger again. Okay. You got to use, once it gets started, use the hashtag for the mark my motherfucking word so it records in the thing. Because if you use the exclamation point, it's going to reset it. See, that's what I say. That's why I be telling y'all, like, it's a bunch of hijinks and stuff going on in the background, but I don't know this shit unless I use the shit live and understand what the fuck is going on so that I can fix those glitches from happening. So that's why I be telling y'all, fuck with the all the little shit you see, hit that shit and tinker with it. Try to break the shit so that way I know what's broken and I can fix the shit. Yeah, but there's a bunch of shit going on. Like I got to see why. This Ouija, or I ain't even gonna say it. Anyway, mark my motherfucking words. I think that the Houston Texans, I think this is the game. CJ puts you up 3. I think CJ gives you 3. CJ should hit you with 4. CJ should give you 4, 3 and some change. I'm gonna say 3. I don't even think 300 is really like an ounce. Like, to me, when you start marking my motherfucker, it should be like a 400 point game. I think I'm not gonna mark my motherfucking words, CJ, on this one. I'm gonna go ahead with the defense. Defense gets 6 turnovers this game. And takes 2 of them in for scores because the offense still has those red zone concerns. Let's be real though. Old buddy, Bowers. We cannot let Brock Bowers have a day like we let old buddy have a day the other day. All right, like McBride. We can't let Brock Bowers get off. Like we can't have Jacoby to McBride connection with Geno Smith and I understand. I understand. Right? That's what I say. Y'all don't get it. But I'm not gonna mark my motherfucking words on the CJ. Defense six turnovers, 2 for scores. I think Will has 3 sacks. I think Daniil has 2. Did Miles finish it? Did he get the other one? Did Miles get the other one? I don't know. But again, like I wouldn't leave the starters out. We're not in a situation to rest starters, in my opinion, because you're gonna rest them this week, right? If you did, and I think you could and still get the win, but you're gonna have to bring them back for like to me that like give them a little bye week. I don't like upsetting the energy. Like I like the fact like hey, you got to stomp down on like you need to be crushing everything in your path. But it's about that time. Make sure you follow Soft Sports on all proper social medias. I know it's 3:25, but I want to start winding down like 3:15 just well, Oh, shit. Hold on. All right, my bad. I fucking forgot something. And I forgot to do it. Right, like you gotta come in, you gotta be crushing everything in front of you. Like you have to put fear in everything in front of you. Because if you don't think motherfuckers don't watch the other games and they're like, damn, the Texans are putting they fucking cleats on motherfuckers' necks, and there's nothing that you can do about it. Like, come on, man. This game, I think that the Texans should hang another 40 burger to prove, like the offense needs to hang another 40 burger to prove that they're legitimate. You have all the weapons to do so. Get the young guys integrated in the game. Jawar, I know it's going to be supposed to be a split between Jawar and Chubb. If you're smart, if you start, you're going to start Chubb. Just kind of out of respect. I personally wouldn't. I think they're going to start Chubb out of respect for the veteran leadership tenure, all that. But Jawar gets the majority of the snaps, right? That's what's going to happen. So, yeah, Chubb might get the first two. Jawar comes in, has an explosive play. You're going to keep him in. He looks a little tired. Hey, Chubb sub, bam, okay, 1-2 play, bam, Jawar back in. Like, I don't think you're not gonna get as much. I think eventually the gameplay and as the game pans out, if Jawar looks anything like he did last week, then he's gonna get the majority of the snap. They're gonna say it's gonna be on an even snap count. They probably might tell him that, but ultimately the game will pan out to see who's what. All right, if you're in the Discord, you already know you want to be a part of Discord, patreon.com/SaltSports. I think I'm gonna be changing that up. We're almost at the end of the month. I'm gonna be doing something different with the Discord because I know you can go direct through Discord instead of having to do Patreon. I don't put anything on Patreon, so maybe swapping it up to directly through Discord. I know people ask, "Hey, I want to be a part of Discord." Blah 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 blah. It's like $5 a month at the Patreon tier. I think the higher tiers you get more privileges, some other things. I'm gonna be tweaking all that because there's been a lot of people who support even when I've been inactive. So I got something special for everybody who's been continuing to support even through the inactivity. Y'all just wait and see. I'm gonna tweak some of y'all Discord privileges. Y'all gonna have some bonus stuff going on. I'm gonna look out for everybody. I got a list of shit that has to be done. So like I'm telling you, it's all in on the sauce. I know the den. The niggas like you either in the den or you in the sauce. You can't do both. The den, I ain't forgot about y'all. We working on that too. But with that being said, hey man, the game about to start. Discord, let's hop in there. I'm gonna go ahead and get everything set up for y'all. With that being said, trying to produce, y'all be cool like y'all be cool. Make sure you follow Sauce Sports HTX on Instagram, Sauce Sports HTX on Twitter, Sauce Sports on Kick, Sauce Sports on Kick, Sauce Sports TV on Twitch. Sauce Sports on Kick is the important one because I have a feeling eventually that's where a lot of stuff is going to end up being. Like I said, the live streams at least. And it might just be like YouTube may get a lot more video content. Not saying that we're going to go live on YouTube, but it's just the way certain things are working, and I'm seeing how certain things are getting triggered and are not working. But with that being said, man, Sauce Nation, I love y'all. Y'all be cool like y'all be cool. Immediately after the game, we will be live. Make sure you tune in. We should be talking about a victory. We should be talking about the Texans up. We should be talking about the Texans winning 45 to 13. And that's because in the fourth, we rested niggas and they get them one. So with that being said, man, I love y'all. I'm out. Adios, amigos. Until the post-game show, my friends, I will see you then. Adios. Tell your abuela I say hola.